So I went ahead and did the one little foot, and oh, I forgot to detail it underneath. I'll do that now. Always forgetting where I put things. Normally don't go far, but anyway. All sorts of things become tools, I'll tell you. This is a knitting thing, a needle, cabling as they call it. So I'm just going to do the little wrinkles here, creases. So I went ahead and did one foot, and I'll show you how I did it, okay? So a couple of things have changed in that. I was going to use this, remember, and then I thought, no, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring this up. This will be what attaches it to the leg, and then I'm going to use these two that are basically equal in size to wrap around the leg. Otherwise, what would happen is the leg would become too bulky. So anyway, I'll show you that when the time comes. Now, I will mention here that baby's feet are, you know, like wrinkly and squishy and oh, so cute. And they don't really have much of an arch, but I put it in for realism because they're not walking yet, so they're not really building up the muscles there in those little feet, not newborns anyway. So anyway, we'll go ahead and show you in this second one. And remember, the back of the foot, not as wide as the front of the foot, okay? So we'll just do that. I'll just put this one down here for now. I rolled out the clay to about that thickness. So I don't know how thick it would be. I suppose I will use the ruler for what it's worth. Oops. So in width, it's about 1/2 centimetre. That's, yeah, about 1/2 centimetre. I don't know what that would be in inches. Anyway, it's not that big. Okay, so we're going to start now with this one. So we're going to do the same thing of what we did in the other one. To the other one, we're going to do with this one. So I'm just building up that little area that I told you is going to attach the foot. I'll start with that. In the meantime, I'm just making the heel as well. Of course, you can use a tool. You don't have to do what I do. If I can find my tools again. And do this business if you want to. I just use my fingers because it's just more convenient for me. Okay, so we're going to bring it up to the same amount as the other one. And just make the back of the little heel as we go along. And check to make sure, of course, that it remains the same size as the other one. Okay. And here I'll just sort of push it up a little bit and just make the start of the foot or back of the foot or whatever just there. Okay, so I cut out my toes. And I'm just making sure that I don't end up with 2 left feet or 2 right feet for that matter. Okay, so yeah, I cut out my toes. You can adjust them as you go. All right, so just put you aside and we will start by flattening this out a little bit because you've got to fit 5 toes there. Okay, so just making sure it's actually still a little bit bigger than that one, so we shall bring it down. Okay, I think that should about do it. Maybe not. We need to bring this down a bit more. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to push some of this clay to to the back of the foot, and once I've done that, I can put that little indentation here again to indicate to me, it's just a guideline for me, not part of the sculpting anyway, that's where the heel starts. Okay, so okay, perfect. Just bring it down a little bit more and you're good to go. Okay, so at this stage what we're going to do is concentrate on putting our toes on. So just don't want to, there we go. So I twirl the top of the toe and use my fingers again to just sort of flatten the bottom part and bring the toe down a little bit. I'm going to attach it to the foot. Use my pin tool just at the very edges here, as you can see what I'm doing. It's just joining the toe to the actual foot. Very simple. Going right round. And then I'm going to make the nail. So a line across and one on each side, like that. And a little bit of detailing here. So next toe, which I've already pre-cut, and obviously you would know that toes start from large down to the smallest one. If you happen to cut it wrong, which I have done in this particular case, I shall show you how to remedy that. So what I do is just join it to the foot part, the toe to the foot path. Foot path, not footpath. Oh. Okay, so I've done this. Get my little scissors that I use on my silicones mainly. You can buy them from eBay. I think they're up under optical for eyes, yeah. Just, I don't know what they would use these for eyes for, but anyway, that's where you'll find them. And I just take the top bit off just to make it the right size. Get off me, I'm stuck. And then just pinch the top again. Twirl it a bit. There we go, with the nail in. Bit of detail. Oh yeah, I forgot. Underneath you do that detailing. If you don't know what baby's toes look like, there's plenty of reference photos on Google that you can use. Okay, got that one going, we've got that one going, that's good. Now I may have to stretch this out a bit for now, just so that it can accommodate for 5 little toes, and then we'll fix it later. Okay, so next one, which will be big again. It happens. Not much you can do about it. Okay. And cut. Mind you, if you don't have this, it's not imperative to use these scissors. If you don't have them, you just use a knife or use another pair of scissors. I just find that they're pretty good. That's all. Just something I'm used to. Pinch that down. Poke it down a little bit. Sounds like John's mowing the grass. Okay, so done that. And here, little nail, little detail. Okay, a little bit too far apart, but never mind. Okay, so next, the fourth one. Which again will be big, I think. But I think I cut these ones a little bit bigger than I intended. And just twirl it down a bit. Adjust it to the, adhere it actually, to the foot. Make the nail detail underneath the little, I wouldn't have a clue what they call them. Okay, last little toe. Okay, join that on. Heard myself on the video when I was uploading onto computer, and where I go silent you can hear this heavy breathing. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm a breather. But the fact that I've got asthma probably doesn't help. Just the way it is. Whoops. Pinch it. So don't think, guys, that I'm one of those heavy breathers that do it intentionally and take calls. No, none of that. Okay. Alright, so do the nail. Now, what we do is position them. Now, got it. Firstly, I'm going to press that back in again. Remember, we stretched it to accommodate all toes. Okay. So, just baby's toes are really cute. They can just, take on the cutest positions. So you just position yours how you like. Okay. Now what we're going to do is just keep making sure that that's right and left. Excellent. So, when I was first starting out, you wouldn't believe the amount of times I ended up with 2 rights and 2 lefts, or whatever. So frustrating. So, now we just get a little bit of clay together and turn it into a ball that you're going to squeeze into a pancake, and you're going to put that just there where the fleshy part is on the foot. And, actually, I didn't use that one. I used this one just to blend it in. Just like so. Come on, there we go. Okay. So, as I said before, we don't, this foot stretching out a bit, we don't encounter an arch in a baby's foot because they haven't started walking yet. But I'm just putting a slight one in there for the sake of realism. Okay. And where did it go? Oh, here. I'll put a line here, crease, whatever you want to call it. A few more. Side of the foot usually has quite a few. And the back of the heel. Give it a bit of variety. I use the thicker one. It makes a different sort of look. Okay. And just shape the foot the way you want it. And up. And here's your other foot. So you've got 2 feet. Oops. Make sure that they're both, the same size. And they are, which is fantastic. So now we're going to attach these feet.